oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, hi, my name is Wabosha and welcome to the Slay Squad. So today I'm going to be reviewing for you guys the JOANNA K Aspire collection, and this is how the PR package was sent to me. Very beautiful. You can see it has the marbleized effect on the sides, and then it just says JOANNA K at the center. I hope you can see it and the white is not too much. But yeah, that's how the box looks like. I know by now everyone knows about the Aspire collection, so I thought it would be something nice to review, like everything that is inside the collection. So let me open and show you guys how it looks like on the inside. I actually really struggled when I was trying to open this the first time. I was like, because you see it has this inside thing here, I was trying to push it, I was trying to pull it, and then it hit me. I'm like, Maxine, just pull the flap up, that's it. So here's how this is how it looks like on the inside. First, there is this personalized note in here, and then you see JOANNA on the inside. Yes girl, serving us looks. Look at that, wow, she looks so pretty. And then here is the collection. So we have the eyeshadow palette, which is of course very pretty, and 4 liquid lipsticks. So this is the entire collection that we are going to be reviewing today. I have already done my eyebrows and primed my lids off camera, so yeah, we can go ahead and start with our eyeshadow. So this is how the eyeshadow palette looks like. It has very beautiful artwork. I mean, I think this is the most beautiful palette I have ever seen and that I own currently. There is a very beautiful black girl there with her afro puff. I don't know, I feel like this was creative. It was really creative of her, and it also says JOANNA K right there at the bottom. So when you open the palette, I have to admit that this is not like an initial review. I have played with all these items just because I wanted to get a feel of them before I came on here and talked about them. So when you open the palette, the first thing that you see is a mirror. A mirror is always nice to have in a palette because it means if you're traveling, then you have everything you need to create a look on the go. You know, if it's a versatile palette, you have all your colors in one palette, and you have a little mirror to, you know, look into and create your look. And it also has this protective sheeting. I had to put that back for you guys, and here are the shades. Like I said, I have used them, so that's why you can see the swatches in there. So as you look, you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 10 colors, and it is 5 shimmer shades and 5 matte shades. If you look at the colors, they look very versatile to me. Like with all the looks I have created, you have enough transition colors, enough shimmers, enough mattes to create a variety of looks. So I feel like she really did put a lot of thought into the color scheme of the palette, which I really appreciate, because it means, again, if you are on the go, then you can take one palette and be able to create a ton of looks with them. The only thing I was initially worried about is, as you can see, the palette on the inside is white, and it's very difficult to keep makeup items that are white clean. But soon enough I noticed that the texture, it's not matte, it's a bit glossy, so it's easy to clean. So like, I'll show you guys, since we're already on this topic for cleaning. I like to use wipes. So these are the wipes that I have on here. They are the antiseptic wipes, because you know, you just want to kill all germs. So I'm taking the wipe, and as you can see from the last time I used it, like the green on here transferred, and also the brown. So when you just go in there and wipe, it comes right off. And if you can see, like, it's really hard to try and do it in one hand, but yeah, you see, like, it's actually really easy to clean. Because that disturbed me a lot, because I always get like fingerprint marks on. Ooh, girl, I'm like fighting a cold, that's why my voice is just coming and going. Yeah, so like I was saying, I usually get a lot of like foundation print marks on my makeup, so I really needed to be able to wipe off all the makeup. And actually another thing that you can use for the wipes, you know, you don't need to feel like you're just buying them to be cleaning your makeup once in a while. You can also put them in your bag. They work very well with kids. Like my goddaughter, for example, if you go with her anywhere, you must have wipes for sure, because she's like the cutest little germaphobe you've ever seen. The minute she gets dirty, she's like, "Ay, nipanguze." So you always have to have wipes, and she's actually starting school in a few weeks, so this is something that we'll definitely have to pop into her bag for the back to school, just so that she can be, you know, a little independent boss lady and be able to clean herself up. So they do come in handy a lot. So yeah, I think that's it for like the visual review of the palette. I think that the shadows are very pretty, and as you will see, I noticed they're also very pigmented. So let's get straight into the eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to go in with a blending brush and tap into bold and transition and just mix those two up together to use as a transition shade. Like I said, the eyeshadows are very pigmented, so you need to be careful. One tiny tap is like more than enough. So you just want to build your colors slowly, because it is easier to add than to reduce. That's like my rule of thumb when it comes to makeup. So I think something that is worth noting is that you do get a lot of kickback from the palette. I don't know if you can see, but once you dab in your brush, you do get quite a bit of kickback. For me, it doesn't bother me as much, because like I said, the palette cleans easily, because if I blow this off, like, it has come right off with no problem. But what that just means is that if you prefer to do your foundation first, you need to go in with some like excess powder at the bottom, because it also means that you will get quite a bit of fallout. So if you like to do your foundation first, then be wary of that, just so that it doesn't ruin your base. All you need to do is go in with a little bit of powder underneath the eyes, and then when you're done, you sweep off the powder. It will come right off with the excess eyeshadow as well. The next shade I'll be going in with is the shade Aspire, and I'll just go in with this on the outer corner of my eye and then blending it out. Then using my LA Girl Pro Concealer and a flat concealer brush, I'm just going to go in and clean up my lid area a bit to prep for my shimmer shade. Then right on top of that concealer, I'm just going to go in with the shade Girl Boss. So I think that's like literally the simplest eyeshadow look I've ever done. So for my lashes, I'm going in with something simple. This is one of those lashes that they give you inside the China wigs for free. So this is how they look like. You can get something similar from Du Bois. So I'm just going to go in and put these lashes on. Actually, now that I think about it, as I go put on my lashes, I'm also going to quickly put on some foundation and powder, just so that it can be a quick base for my face. Then I'm going to come back and we'll finish off the eyes, and then we can do the lipstick review together. Okay, so I feel like the look is finally starting to come together, and like I said, everyone loves a diverse palette. You want to be able to have one palette and do so many other different things with it. So what we're going to do is try to get a blush and a highlight shade from this. So I'm going to go into Aspire once again, and like I said, very pigmented, so we want to be very careful, and I'm just going to use that as blush. Then for highlighter, I'm going to use Dancing Queen. I'm just going to tap a bit on there, dab off excess, and then put it right there. Oh my god, yeah, that's beautiful. Oh wow, can you guys see that? I really hope, because my lighting is usually really bright, and then you end up not being able to see. Like in person, I can, if I keep going, it'll definitely be way too much. But the thing is, I don't know if the camera will be picking it up, but it's really beautiful. So finishing up on my eyes real quick, I'm going to start by lining my waterline, and this is the Maybelline Kajal eyeliner. Yeah, the 12-hour extra black one with argan oil. I really like this pencil. It goes on very smooth, and so I love it. And so at the then below that, I'm just going to go in again with the shade Aspire and a teeny tiny blending brush, and I'm just going to put that on my bottom lash line. So now we can move on to what is my absolute favorite, lipsticks. I love lipsticks. It's the one thing I have always collected before I even was really that much into makeup. And so Joanna came out with 4 lipsticks with her first collection, and this is how they look like. They are rectangular shaped, which for me is also another plus, because then when I'm arranging all my lipsticks, then they can all go, you know, neatly, because the round ones you can't really place them nicely. So I'm liking the new square and rectangle shapes that brands are starting to go with. And also it just has, oh gosh, I almost fell. It has her logo over there, just says Joanna K. Simple, clean design. She has what looks like 3 brown shades, a really dark one, then a slightly darker one, and then a lighter one, and then a red shade. So we're just going to try out all 4 of them. So the first, I'm dropping everything today, so the first shade that we're going to be trying out is this one right here, and it is called Basically. It looks like the lightest shade out of all 4 of them, and swatch it for you guys. So this is how Basically looks like. If I had to describe it, it's a nude with pink undertones. So I'm going to just go ahead and put it on. This is how Basically looks on. Personally, I'd line my lips with a brown liner just a bit, just so that it can blend a bit more with my skin tone. But if you are lighter than me, then you can get away without using a lip liner for this. But that is how Basically looks like. The second shade that we have is Free Spirit, and I'm going to swatch it for you guys. So that is how Free Spirit swatches. As you can see, it's a much darker nude than the first one. We're going to apply it. And one thing that I've not mentioned is the applicator tip right here, if it's going to truly focus. So as you can see, it has a very thin tip, and it really does help with precision, especially around the corners. And also if you want to get like a really sharp cupid's bow, this tip will be very good for that. This is how the shade Free Spirit looks like. The shades do take a while to dry down, but once they dry down, they do dry down matte. And we're just going to do a kiss test. So as you can see, there is literally no transfer of the lipsticks. This is not my first time using them, because I have the shade Fearless, like I mentioned. I thought that was my favorite, but oh girl, this shade, yeah, it's actually really pretty. It matches my skin tone very beautifully. I don't need a lip liner for it. I love it. I actually think this is my new favorite one. What do you guys think? Next we have the shade Fearless, and ooh, this one's a bit tight. This is how the shade Fearless swatches. So these two are actually pretty close to each other, but this one is a bit darker. So I'm just going to put it on so that you can see it. This is how the shade Fearless looks like, and it's the shade I've been obsessively wearing ever since I got it. I mean, I like it. If you are like really dark skinned, you know, that rich melanin, then this should be like your perfect nude shade. If you're lighter, then it appears as a darker, more chocolate brown, and I love it. I actually it's, I don't know, I'm confused between this one and the last one. You know, the last one blends with my skin. This one gives it a bit more oomph, you know. So those two are like my favorites. From the swatch, the two shades actually look quite similar, but once you wear them and they dry down, then this one is significantly darker than the previous one. So last but certainly not least, we have a red shade, and it is called Unapologetic. So let me just quickly swatch that for you guys. So this is how Unapologetic looks like. Now I'm going to put it on. This is the shade Unapologetic on my lips, and I have to admit that I'm not really a red lipstick girl, but this shade really makes me want to go back to wearing red more often. Like, it's beautiful. It's not a screaming red, but then again, it's still bold. Like, it's still a red that's pow, you know, in your face red. and I have lipstick on my teeth. Before it dries down, you have to also be really careful because it does get on your teeth. Yeah, I think we're good now. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. So yeah, this is how it looks like. It's very beautiful and also comfortable. I like it. I really like it. So that is it for today's very simple look. I will leave a direct link to JOANNA K Cosmetics page down below in the description bar. If you want to place your order, all you have to do is send them a DM and they'll get right back to you. The eyeshadow palette goes for 2,700 Kenyan shillings and the liquid lipsticks go for 1,600 Kenyan shillings. So once more, congratulations on the Aspire collection, JOANNA. You did good, mama. You did very, very good, and I am incredibly proud of you. So I guess that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe for new videos every Mondays and Thursdays. Always remember to work hard and have good intentions. Until next time, bye guys.